My name is Fierro. I live in Habra, California. This is my wife, Debbie, and she also lives in Habra, California. The default was my wife was off work for a while, and we living off just the one paycheck. And as time went on, I stopped making the house payment for like a long time, and we just got behind. And then our loan went from Wells Fargo Financial to another mortgage company, and they decided to foreclose. We started getting letters in the mail saying that our house is in foreclosure, and we went from there. And we got a potential sales date of May 13th. We wanted to keep the house, but everyone was telling us that we probably couldn't because it was for foreclosure. We kept getting all these things in the mail from all the people that wanted to help us, from attorneys, and people wanted to buy the house as is. And basically, then one day, Jeffrey and Flora came by the house, and they talked to my wife, Debbie, and they came down one day, and we started talking. And they told us about the loan modification, and we applied for it, and I filled out the paperwork. Jeff asked me before we mailed it in to have him check it out, make sure we filled it out properly, maybe gave the right answers. And they came by again a second time, and he went over it. He goes, "Yeah, it looks good. Go ahead and send it in, and we'll just pray for the best." And as time went on, we got a letter from the financial company and saying that the modification was approved, and we're going to be on a 3-month trial period. You make 3 payments, and if you don't mess up, make the payments on time, they're going to make you another offer, and after that, the loan becomes permanent. And so it all worked out great with their help. We already made the first payment this month, make the next 2, hopefully with no problem, and we'll get the new contract. And we will be in the house. We'll get to keep the house. We're happy. Our kids are happy, and we get to stay in La Habra, and it all went well. Well, actually, okay, they had spoken with my wife before on the phone and in person. I had never met them. Debbie told me about them. And the first time they came, right when we opened the front door, when they came in, I got like this good vibe from them. I got a very good feeling. I felt that they were, good. They seemed very concerned and wanting to help us, see what they could do for us. And we're Christians, and we know it's all in the hands of the Lord. And we talked about it, and we went for the first visit. And before we left, we prayed with them, and we all just gave it to the Lord. And that was about it. But my first impression was I just got a very good feeling about them, and I felt very good with them, and I felt it was going to be a good thing, and it was. They wanted to go above and beyond whatever they could do to help us stay in our home.
And they cared about other aspects of our life besides just a home. They would talk with us. They just were very friendly. They talked with us about just other aspects besides a home. And they were deeply concerned. They would call us. They stopped by. It was like they were just so concerned about us that made us feel good. They're concerned for us, not just, well, we'll help you save your home. It was their concern for us as people. I told my husband,
when they first came, I get like a very good vibe.
I don't know why. Anybody else but them. And I said, I don't care who you go to. You can go to your lawyer, you can go to whoever, but I'm not working with anybody else but them. Because from the first time they knocked on my door, I knew that they were dead. Yeah.
And it's just weird because you get all these things in the mail from everywhere. People nearby, people from LA, people from, the east or where that guy, and they all say, we want to help you. These attorneys, maybe we can sue them like that, but you get all these offers, but no one actually took the time to actually call us and take the time to actually come and meet us and just see what they can do to help us.
It feels like you have somebody holding your hand, a friend beside you. It's not just a lawyer that's walking you through the steps. They were like a friend that was holding your hand and actually telling you, well, we can do this for you, and we'll help you, fill out these paperwork. We'll go over it to make sure you have it filled out properly, and write a letter. They told us to write a hardship letter, which I did.
Oh, yes.
And we never thought of doing that. And I wrote out a hardship letter, and I think that really helped. And they went over the paper before we turned it in, the modification, and they read the hardship letter. They made sure everything was filled out correctly, and they said the hardship letter was was very good. We turned it all in, and perfect. We got the loan. It was just like having a friend through every step, like, hold your hand. This is what we want you to do. This is what we want you to do. And they never stopped staying out of contact with us. And they drove to our house from Riverside all the way to Habra several times in the evening just to meet with us, just to talk with us. And, you know, I would recommend that to anybody that's going through this. It's not just somebody calling you on the phone and saying, okay, are you done with the paperwork? Send it in. No, they'll drive to your home and they'll look at your paperwork and they'll pray with you and they'll ask questions and they, you know, they hold your hand the whole way through. And that's what impressed me.
And they also said that if we have any questions at all, anything comes up, feel free to call them for whatever reason I got. And I did once, I called Jeff up and I got his machine, but he called me back within like 15, 20 minutes. He called back and he answered my question. And that was really made me feel good because I actually called him and he got back to me right away. So when they say, you know, if you have any questions, give them a call. Feel free whenever to call them and they will call you back.